there, awesome folks. I want you guys to understand that leadership skills is something that you acquire as you are you in the trad wife situation, or you're in a you're ex caregiver and you're getting ready to get back into the job market. Leadership skills is something that you pick up inherently because you have to lead the home with a lot of different tasks and different things, and you have to lead the home and keep everything together. So let's see how those that leadership skills and how it's going to help you in the job market. All right, guys, stay tuned. Awesome folks, this is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally, guys. I mean, as a trad wife, you have been managing the household. You've been pretty much handling all curveballs that can possibly hit you as you are managing children. You're managing calendars for the husband and making sure everybody doesn't break a leg, arm, limb, finger, toes, whatever in the process, and keeping track of all of these things. Leadership is not exclusive to being in a corporate office. You are leading your family in one way, shape, or form possible, whether it be mentally, emotionally, and otherwise. Don't sleep on those essential leadership skills because as a trad wife, you have attained them. So now is the time to be able to use those skills in the corporate space. Let's start with one way of looking at those leadership skills: organization and strategic planning. Listen, you've been doing that in the household since you've been a trad wife. A well-run household is not happening by accident because you have been running it as an ex-trad wife. Those are skills you can use in the job market, okay? Remember that. You can use those skills in strategic planning, in positions like project management or project coordination, managing schedules, deadlines, priorities. You're already doing that, making sure tasks are overlapping and then making sure this gets done so that once this piece is done, then you can use that to go ahead and continue. That's a lot of what project management is for, or that's a lot of what project management actually does. Highlight these transferable skills in ways like communicating that, I strategically led my household budgeting and event coordination, is ensuring that the task of house cleaning was done on a timely basis, on a weekly basis, or making sure that you're communicating that I led the household budget, so we were able to save $10,000 over the space of a year due to my strategic budgeting and cutting household expenses by 30%. Listen, it may have been more than that, it may have been less than that. But if you're doing any of that stuff in the house, you have to be able to communicate how you're using that as an ex-trad wife so they understand that I'm not just a simple housewife. I was out here handling business. Okay? The business of your household is also a business because without it, the house would fall apart. So, you can use it in project management roles. You can communicate how that transferable skills can open up doors for project coordination or project management. Number two, leadership skills can open doors for conflict resolution and emotional intelligence. Those are two skills that are very key in leadership because you have to be able to solve problems amongst people, among situations, among circumstances, and in companies. There are conflict resolution, emotional intelligence is a huge part of human resources. And that's one of the roles you can use your leadership skills to infiltrate. Okay? You're dealing with people. There's bound to be conflict. And you have to have a resolutions or solutions based mindset to be very efficient in human resources. How did I know? I've been working in that field for 20 plus years. Those skills are paramount. Having emotional intelligence is so key. Not being able to to help grown-ups stay calm, or to help grown-ups address their concerns without them losing their ever-loving minds, because sometimes they behave that way. And you're going to have to use your leadership skills, your conflict resolution skills, your emotional intelligence that you use with your children, that you're going to have to use that with adults in the workplace. So breaking into the human resources field is a great way to use your leadership skills. You want to communicate it is, I use my empathy and listening skills from different perspectives to find solutions that work for everyone, right? That ain't conflict resolution. I don't know what is. But I want you to be aware that those are skills, those are leadership skills that can be used in a human resources field. And of course, guys, if you want to go ahead and figure out what other skills you have to offer in the job market now that you're transitioning from housewife or from homemaker to the job market, again, you're wanting to get back into the job market, go ahead and download my guide at mentorshelley.com/ETW so you can figure out what other skills you have to offer, because I'm sure you have leadership. If you've been an expat wife for any number of years, you have garnered that skill, because that house would be a madhouse had you not been running it right. So make sure you download that guide so you can figure out what other skills you can offer. I also, if you want to work with me one-on-one so we can put your specific strategic career path together, getting that resume together, I'll definitely help you along with that guide. Go ahead and download the guide regardless, but if you want to work with me one-on-one so we can put your strategic career plan together, go ahead and go to mentorshelley.com/consultation so we can work together to put your step-by-step plan together. We're not just going to put that plan together and you not do anything with it. In order for plans to work, you have to execute them. You have to implement them. So I am a coach that will follow up. Yes. Yeah, because if you're going to book the consultation with me, I am going to follow up with you, okay? I want to make sure that you're implementing that. So I don't want you to just say you're going to do it, but be about that business. Because if you're taking the time to watch this video or to go to my website, you want some action. So let's take some action once you have the right tools and you have the right information. So go ahead and download that guide. And if you want to schedule a consultation with me, go ahead and schedule that by going to mentorshelley.com/consultation. At the end of the day, you have the skills that can pay the bills. But in order to do that, action must be taken. All right, guys, this is Mentor Shelley wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally using the skills you already have to get the job you want. All right, guys, take care. You have a good one. Bye.